okay? After all, a bit shy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very happy that we have this film here. We saw. Actually, we know Hen, your partner, that's also here. Maybe people have questions for both of you.
Maybe she come. Yeah.
Hen and Maria, who makes the festival here, have been colleagues for many years. Hen was one of working in the Tel Aviv Film Festival for many years. So we know each other and follow each other on Facebook. And then suddenly it popped up a picture in
Haifa International
Film Festival. And I understood it was something about the film. And I wrote to Hen, is it a film that's interesting for us? And we saw the film and immediately I liked it very much. We last year we did a whole topic on fat bodies with many films, and this year we thought, this is something that's interesting for our community to follow up. I do this in English. It's okay for the audience?
Yeah.
Okay. And what I liked about your film is that you have a lot of questions to yourself. Still. And because it's not an easy topic, because we want to be positive of our bodies and to claim our bodies and our space and how we are, and then on the other side there are some limits. And that's what I liked very much with your film. So,
but didn't you become angry at me when?
No, I didn't become angry at you because I think this is important. I had more problems actually with I want us to embrace and I want us to our bodies, but at the same time, I think it's important to talk about that at a certain point it might not be good to be in a body that is too fat.
Yeah.
It is a limit there, and I think that your film is bringing a voice to this to that topic. So, but how is it now after? Because you have been debating in the film a lot, and you were afraid for what would happen afterwards, and I am curious.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to say something about that.
No, actually, I can do a sequel about this topic because. The ending. First of all, I'm sorry about my poor English.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that from advance. The ending point of the movie is half a year, I think, few months after the surgery, and it's now almost a year after, more than a year after, and it's still a process, to understand. Who am I now? Who am I as a fat? I'm still, as you can see, I'm still a fat person, and I'm maybe less fat, but I'm still a fat person, a fat woman. And there is a lot of reaction to the surgery, to my new look or my new life with that, and I'm trying to understand who am I in this point. It reflects everything. It reflects on my life. It reflects on my partner. It's a big change, but I think it's not about losing weight. It's about embrace yourself, as you say, because I didn't want to do a movie about fat people, and I didn't want to do a movie. Actually, I didn't want even to do a movie about myself. In the beginning, it wasn't supposed to be about myself. I just tried to take the word fat and explore it. Because to me, fat, it's not a curse. It's not something you say to insult someone. For me, it was a word that described myself. Like smart or beautiful or ugly, I don't know, but like it's describing ourselves. But there is an inner dialogue between us about how much we are loving ourselves, regardless of weight. But there's also a dialogue with the society that look at us fat people as something wrong with us. And this is the dialogue that we're trying to explore. I I'm still doing.
Now I got very curious when you say this. When did it become about yourself in the process? If you started off exploring
when I realized that I really want to do something about fatness, and it caught me in my own private conflict, and I realized that I'm in my other life. Here you see me all the time working in Bet Ashanti, in Shanti house, but in my other career I'm a TV director in Israel. So in the start I told myself that okay, it's something that interests me to do, and I will look for stories of people that represent it and try to documentary of them. But in the very beginning of the process, I understand that I want to do that, and I started to do that, and still looking for someone else. And after almost a year, I realized that there is no need in someone else. I do it by myself. So it was a process.
Okay, I think we will open for questions because we could talk forever.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, totally. I really felt my knees during this particularly summer. It's now much more better. Let's say that I've been in this morning. I've been in the Acropolis. I don't think it's something that I would done one year ago. You know, it was easier.
Is because you had like one of the fears that you had in the film was that you and your partner would maybe like have some issues around your process. I'm happy to see you're here together, but I was wondering like how did it work?
Do you want to answer it?
Repeat the question?
Like because in the film you see that there's like this fear of being like stuff between you maybe change because of like the whole process and the surgery. But how did it go? Or it's actually a question for both of you. But maybe you'd like.
We are changing, but we're changing like you change in relationships in life. People going over stuff and going through stuff and some changes and if the relationship is strong enough and open enough and you talk about everything so you can survive it. I say it in the film. Don't put it on this. Like if we break up because the headline she did the surgery, you know I'm obviously against it. It's obvious in the film. If it's the reason that we break up because of it's nonsense. It's not a reason. What?
Are you dumping
No,
me
no.
right now?
Not yet.
Just checking.
The surgery
Yeah.
for you?
I'm a really political person, and in my political views, I think those surgeries are kind of like conversion treatments that they have against LGBTQ people that are still legal in some countries. And those surgeries are legal in the Western world. But when I see Halit and how good she feels now, and she actually was ready to say goodbye from this great armor that she had, and many good things happened to her and to us. That it brought new challenges to our relationship in terms of us being two fat women, I'm going through stuff because of her process. So I can admit I have moments that I say, oh my God, I will drop all the politics notions and I'll just do the surgery and I'll be thin and happy. I have those moments, I admit, but I'm still against it. I think as a society, we need to treat that problem deeply and not cut people's organs off, you know, in general. This is my...
It's inspiring though that you're still together and you have these, debates about
we're lesbians, we're talking about everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if there's any... Yes?
Yeah, can I ask you how you react when someone discriminates you for your body?
today or before all my life.
Yeah, maybe.
In the premiere in Haifa, in Israel, I'm supposed to say some words. And I told the crowd about my mother, which died 7 years ago. And I told the story that when I was in ninth grade, I used to go to camp, like overnight, few weeks camp in the summer. And I never had social problems because my fatness, never. And in that camp was the first time I had social problems. And someone called me fat person, fat, insult me. And I was crying, called my mother, and I tell her, they say I'm fat, they say I'm fat. And my mom was German person, very stiff, and she told me, but Halit, you are fat. This is what she told me, yeah? But I remember that moment for all my life after it, because I didn't let anyone, like I played tennis better than a lot of other people's, because I understand, okay, I cannot go from here to there fast, but I can hit the ball fast enough to the other side will make the mistake. Okay, I took my fatness to an advantage. Okay, by the way, this is the reason why I had so difficult to lose it, because I succeeded in my life as a fat person, but I'm today much more realize the prices fat people pay in every part of their life, every part. It has to go.
Yes,
thank you.
We have another film and we have to be beaten by midnight. But thank you very much. And
thank you, Henrietta. Thank you.
Yeah.